Yeah, so I'd say the top three we're seeing, especially since the start of the pandemic, one would be around resiliency and health and wellness and mental health. I'd sort of put that all into one category. So messages that can just help people get through this difficult time. The second one would be around innovation and disruption, how to lead digital disruption, digital strategy, leading through chaos, those kinds of topics, and certainly in demand. And then the third would be around communication. And, it's a different world. Like what we're doing right now is different than if I was sitting with you on stage. So speakers whose message is really around how do you communicate, build trust, those types of things in a virtual world, really important right now. I guess the first thing you look at is they're an expert. They have the credentials, they've earned the right to be on that stage or in front of the camera speaking. So that would be the first thing. Second thing, which is fairly obvious, I guess, too, is that they're excellent presenters. No good knowing it unless you can deliver the presentation in a really compelling way that gets people hopefully excited about the topic and wanting to do something as a result of that talk. And then the third thing, values, right? So this is really important. It's probably the thing that's sometimes underestimated is, you can have a great speaker who's an expert on the topic and is a fantastic speaker, but if they're a pain to deal with, it's not going to be fun for us. It's not going to be fun for our clients. Being willing to go with the flow and put the client first and, not just driven by their own ego or so forth. That's really important to us. I think that, we see this as a three-way partnership. The event organizer, the speaker, and us. And the ultimate goal is to create the most impactful presentation experience possible. The speakers who are focused on that behavior change, which I think is what this whole industry to me is about. It's not about just filling slots in a meeting. It's about impacting people's behavior. I think the speakers who are really focused on that are the ones that just always seem to do well. And the ones who are more focused on their own, whether it's ego gratification or, what's in it for them, people more than ever, I think, can just tell when someone is in it for the right reasons and wants to be there to serve and to help, and when they're in it for their own reasons. I guess that's the last thing I'd want to leave you with, really connecting with why you're doing this work. For us, it's such a privilege to get to work with amazing people who have messages that can really ultimately change people's behavior and their lives. Really connecting with that. And it's not about us, about the events and the people who attend these events and how we can be a part of facilitating some kind of positive change. This year more than ever, the world really needs the messages that a lot of speakers have. And the more speakers can deliver and have a positive impact, the better off not only their audience is going to be, but ultimately they're going to be themselves.